And welcome everyone. Hello. I am Monster to Mermaid, and this is Minecraft. This is my Minecraft meditation. I'm going to go on a tour. That's what I'm going to do. Let's start. Hello, Kimberly. Let's start right here. Or maybe we should start right where it actually got started. Let's go over here. It's nighttime. Mr. Villager! Hello! Welcome. How are you? I am sorry that I cannot do the Byzantine for you right away. I have this city and I've barely started it. And in my Twitch, I actually have another city. That's a really nice mixture, but unfortunately not any Byzantine yet. I would love to do Byzantine and Frontier together. I think those two will go really nice together. But it's nice to see you. See this right here? This is a shipwreck. This is how the land people first contact. This is probably first contact. The shipwreck is hundreds of years old, and as you can see, it's made out of jungle wood, so it's from someplace very far away, and you can see what happened to it. Look at the coral in this area. The buildings, the Tana buildings underwater, actually are coming up so high that there really isn't a way around in this area. The boat was probably lured by this amazing stone piece right here, and this is not natural. This is actually Tana. This is the mermaids. This is a mermaid rock, and this is something that they built. And the reason I'm saying it's not natural is you can see all of the cobblestone mixed in this area, and so this is something that the merfolk, the mermaid nation, built for themselves in this area. This is actually the capital, and so in this capital, the mer people have decided to trust a group of scientists and explorers who want to have an underwater connection to the Mer, and so they are building an underwater base. This is how the first four got here. They got here in this ship. This is the Caledonia. And the Caledonia is really this is a beautiful ship. I love this ship. And as a matter of fact, we're going to spend the night here. So this is the quarters right in this area. And then down here, there's so much room for shipments. And right now it's empty. It's getting ready to leave, and it's going to bring back some more supplies so that we have things. I'm going to sleep here tonight on this ship. So now the Caledonia did not drop the people here. The Caledonia actually dropped the people down where the steampunk is sitting right now. So this is a seaport. The Caledonia can actually float above water. It just is not good for it to be above water that long, and so it likes to be on hard land. So when they're getting ready to turn, that's what they do. It's really weird. The detail of the supply ship in the Caledonia style doesn't fit so well with the style. Oh, I love it. I love it because it is a foreign ship. It doesn't fit here. It's actually foreign. It's from a different country, and that's the reason why it looks different. This steampunk ship is another one of the ships that's a regular ship that comes in, and this ship particularly is here more often, and that's because it's a better airship for being over the water and for manipulating itself. In other words, for flying through these towers here. This ship actually has more control than this ship, and that's why this ship stays up here. And yeah, so it's from a different nation, people we depend on, and occasionally it's here, and occasionally it's not. And that's my story. That's the story that I like to tell of the people, this particular settlement. So the merfolk have been helping the land people, and the land people are slowly but surely getting themselves to the place where they can support themselves. So this is the town hall, this building right here. And this is the lower level of the town hall. And nothing's really been done in this lower level just yet, except the addition of a guard tower. And this was actually an empty space. Let me look. Mr. Villager is saying something in chat. Are you planning to expand the part that's in archaeology style? What made you use that style? Well, in actuality, I'm glad you asked that question. So when the people first came here, this is my story, they thought that they would spend way more time on the land, and the archaeology style is probably one of the few styles that is small enough to fit into these towers. If you can see, these towers aren't really that big, and so anything fitting in them would have to be pretty small. There are some places in the middle where we might be able to put something decently large, but mostly we can't. And so this was the reason why archaeology and cavern are being used in these sections. However, when the town hall was being decided upon, the steampunk town hall was what wanted to be built. And because we were going to fit it into this rock the way we did. And it worked out really well to do that. We wanted the ship. That's what we wanted. I wanted this ship so badly. And I know that this ship exists without the town hall, but I liked the two combination together. And yes, so we will actually probably have to do some other archaeology pieces, simply because that style works in these towers, in these arcing rocks. So this is a cavern style level 5 alternative guard tower, and the alternative guard tower is flat, long, and just a single story, and we were actually able to fit it into a bare area that just happened to be in this steampunk. Steampunk has a lot of buildings that have bare areas, and Mr. Villager is saying, really, the style really fits with the towers. Literally, the thing that people need to do is just dig a hole inside and done. Pretty much. So this town hall just had these wonderful areas, and this, especially up here, looked like an airport terminal. It's raining, where they can actually see the steampunks sitting outside the airship. And this probably was meant for them to have a view in this direction. We're going to have to turn the chairs around. And we talked about that once before, and I think I'm going to do that right now. So they picked purple. Let me see what I want to do. Do I want to have purple in like wool, or do I want to have chairs? Do I want to have benches? CH. Let's see what it would be like if we use the stripped crimson. Let's look and see what stripped crimson looks like for a minute, because we're going to turn these chairs around so that they face this way. And they're going to sit here like this. However, they look too outdoorsy for in here, don't they? I don't like the way they look. They might be okay here. I might like this. Are you actually missing? You are missing. Okay. I think I would like them here for this little table that's sitting right here. But I don't want them for the inside chairs. Let's put something else here. So let's do sofas. Let's go to sofa, and here we are, and let's see what this looks like versus what what this looks like. Let me see if I can find, what am I looking for? What do I want? It's more than likely that they would maybe be this color or this color, and let's see which ones of these that I like best sitting in this spot. This is the color that they have here. It is a color like this. And then let's see if we had these kind. They just look too living roomy like, don't they? They don't look good. Purple actually looks good here. Let's just turn them around for a minute. Let's just turn these around and have 1, 2, 3, okay. And have these, oops, we need to, yep, that was correct. And have these fit here, 2, 3, sorry, like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, and there we go. So they're actually facing this window, which is what we want, rather than facing this way. There's not really a view here, but here, this is like the airport where they can watch. And simplicity happens. Mr. Villager is saying he likes the steampunk builds, but he thinks the creators of the style just made 2 mistakes. The size of the buildings, you really think it's too much, and some builds don't fit, not a bit with the style. Yeah, it is ambitious. That's what we could say. The style is really ambitious. And there are aspects of Minecolonies that loves ambitious, that loves making these stunning, huge pieces. And that's one of the reasons why arcology is really, I'm glad it exists, because, yeah, there's a problem. We could use the wool, but in that location, I think they look too comfortable and I like these better, I think, as chairs right in this area here. We could do these as a different chair, but I don't think I want to. And the tables, yeah, we'll just leave them for now. We'll just have them be these at this particular point. So yes, so Mr. Villager in chat is talking about the arcology style, which is what we're using up here. So you remember, Mr. Villager, that these used to be made out of wood, and as they get built up to the level, I think this is a level 3, a level 5 is going to be brick. And once they are a level 5, I'm actually going to turn them back to wood. I actually loved when this whole area up here was wooden. And so I'm definitely going to turn them back to wood after they're a full level 5, but I have to wait until they are. And so for the time being, they definitely look like they've been carved out of rock. This is the university, and as you can see, it's pretty simple up here. And this area here is the university library in this section, and these books are specifically here. The research done is on the myrrh, so this is important for research. And then down these stairs is goes down to the main floor right here, and those are arcology style, and this builder is also arcology style, which is this look that they're carved out of the rock, or that they use the existing rock around them to build the buildings, and so that works really nice. The stairwells are cavern style, which makes it look like they took the stone that they dug out of the mountain and turned it into brick, and then made the stairs in this area. But now we're going down, and Mr. Villager is saying in chat, it's weird the library in arcology style is so small. You think it's a good style to build a small vanilla village, mainly for who is good to make small buildings. Yeah, you know something? Actually, it is. It's a really nice, tiny style if you want to do something, if you want to have buildings in a tiny area, which is what we're doing up there. Those buildings are actually in the rock and don't stick out, and that's why we wanted them. This is Malaya's. Malaya is one of the first 4. I believe she actually is the first scientist builder that we got, and she wanted her house attached. Kiyoshi must have been wiped out. She's sleeping down. Oh, she was working. Kiyoshi's a researcher, and she was doing some work. So she actually fell out on the couch. Everyone else is sleeping in the bedroom upstairs. And let's go over to the Covenstead. This is another one that I agree that these are huge builds. These builds, and as a matter of fact, probably when you may have noticed that we put in where the guard tower is, we expanded this room to make a double bed here, so that the guard, so that if the guard was coming home, there would still be room for them. They can actually live with someone. And we might do that with some of these other apartments too, make them larger, because these are actually apartments. And we have a couple upstairs also. This door is open and no one's here right now, which makes me, is it actually daytime? No, it's the middle of the night. Where are these people? This is interesting. Well, there. Oh. Ooh. Are you having a party, guys? You are. They're visiting each other. And that's probably why that room was open. Is something leaking? that is leaking up here. Ooh, we'll have to go up and see why that's leaking. But let's find 5 people live here. And I certainly didn't see 5 people. Let's look here. There's a person here. And let's look in. Yep. And there's someone there. Alright. So let's see how many. See? 5 of 5. So we have Arya should be here. Janiyah, Jamina, Case, and Cassidy all live here. So yeah, and then there's still Kiyoshi living here with Malaya, and Roland should be here. I think they're the only ones still here. Yes. And I could add someone, but Russell is actually supposed to be here. There's 4. This is the first 4's house. So around the corner is where we have this new section that we're building. This is the hot section. This is where the ores smeltery is. This is the level 2 of the ores smelter. And we don't have an actual smelter person yet, manager for this plant. We have to see if we can find one actually. But this is the smeltery. And then around this corner and up these stairs is actually the stone smeltery. The stone smeltery went in first, and it is right here. And both these 2 buildings needed to be connected to the ground, which is why they're there. Mr. Villager is saying, where you have been found in the Crimson Keep, you're looking for a lot of time and you haven't found it. Where did I find the Crimson Keep style? So the only thing that I can tell you for absolute is that Vincentius Primus, who makes my pack, who puts my pack together, my series of styles and mods, he actually had to put it in the book. And I would, one of these times, Mr. Villager, Vincentius will be here at the same time and he can tell you, but you have to go into the config, apparently, the configuration of Minecolonies in order to add Crimson Keep to that style. I think High Magic is one of the others that you have to add specifically if you want those styles. And it might be that in one of the later builds, it'll automatically be added to the build sets. But right now, that's how we actually got it into the styles, is that Vincentius Primus actually configured it into the style. So I think the pagoda, the corrupted pagoda, is another one of those that had to be put in that way. And I don't have, I'm not an authority on Minecolonies, so I can't tell you specifically why, but I believe that High Magic is actually a winning style that was added. They had a style contest last year, Minecolonies did. There's Corrupted. And the people who won, one of the things that they were offered was that their style could be included in the Minecolonies style pack. And so I think that's why you can't find it. If you can't find it, that probably is the reason. I always have trouble with this, and I'm having trouble with it again. So sometimes I have trouble. This is a slab here, and this is a slab here. I have trouble when these come down this far. But if I do anything, I think it's going to leak on this side. If I took these away, I'd probably like it better, but you see, they're going to drip. Let's go out for a minute. I want to see if I can find that. I want to see if I can find that part. But yeah, and Crimson Keep is very strange. It doesn't follow the way some of the other styles do. It's very curious in the way that it comes together. And if you think Fortress is wild, Crimson Keep is really, really strange in that way. So yeah, let's put this here, and so that that doesn't drip down into this hallway. I'm almost positive that that's where that is. And we could actually, I wonder if I want to, not so much this. Do I have, yeah, I have these pieces. I'm going to put these pieces here because I might use stairs underneath in this area. So I'm just going to put a little bit more cover here so that it doesn't drip into that hallway. And we can put that there. This part of the hallway, we'll see what happens as time goes on. Right there. And this is where the glass shop is supposed to be going. And this is the next piece that we're going to put down. This part of the mountain that's missing, where the magma is. Hold on a second. Where the magma is, this part right here, once this is done, we'll see what we can do with this. We might trim this back just because so much of it is hanging off of here, just to make it, just to see if we can make it look different in that section. So yeah, so let me put these back right here. I think I need one of those. Is that that? Nope. What's that? Concrete. Isn't that interesting? Oh, I see. Concrete in the cutter is not the same as concrete. How interesting. I did not know that. That is most curious. Okay. Okay. So, but yes, one time when Vincentius Primus is on, he can tell you exactly where it is, but it involves going out to Forge and actually going to the stuff that's inside the game. And I don't know how to do it. I'm just a user. I am just a user who is lucky enough to know a very, very good developer who likes to do stuff for me. And that's good. Because some people, I mean, you can have friends and you can have people, family, you know, who when you ask them to do things, they don't really want to, you know, or they can't, or things like that. And so I'm lucky in both those ways that he did and he does. All right, so it's daytime, obviously. So here Adriana is looking, oh, she's looking in the ender box. And Ronald, yes, we have a Ronald. Ronald is talking to her. They are the two who are who take care of the shipments. They're in charge of supplies. And they are talking right now. This is their shop around here. This is their shop where they take in supplies and where they keep their books, and they have their desks. This is now Ronald's desk, and Adriana moved upstairs to this second desk that we put in right here. Somebody's upset about something. I know who it is. It's the miner, I bet. Let's come over. Sure enough. So this is Neela. Neela is a recent explorer who came here.
What is it?
And she needs framed cobblestone. So that's something we're going to have to import, and unfortunately, Neela is going to have to wait for a while for that to come in. This is the actual crusher right here, which is now a level 5 because it caused a disturbance in the surface. And yep. And because of that, we had to complete it so that we could fix what happened to the surface where this was. And I put this stairwell in. It should have been solid, and I probably will do a solid one because it's within the rock, so it didn't really have to be glass. And so we will probably fix that in a little bit. We'll fix it as part of stuff that we're doing along the way.
I can help you with
yes, yeah, I'm sorry, Neela.
I can help you
I'm
with that.
sorry that I can't do anything about that right now. The couriers, Adriana and Ronald, they have her order, and they've given it to the ships. And when the ships come in, it'll probably be ships that come in with that information. So that's something that we'll look at. And yes.
I can help you with that.
All right, so let's go back. I'm going to go out. I'm going to set the glass shop. So we have these 3 shops that have to be, that have furnaces. They use heat. They use furnaces in order to create what they create. And glass is one. Smelteries are the other. So this ores smeltery right here has these huge connections to this magma. See how they're pumping in, and that helps them to smelt the ores. And the stone smeltery right here is actually using a huge oven in the center of this building, and that is the part of the stone smeltery. How much of this rock is here? I might bring a portion of this, trim this back a little bit too, this rock, just to make it look like that they did that they would have trimmed that back just a little tiny bit there. It's too squared off. And in this section here too, I think I'm going to bring this back. Why am I using my hands? This is Minecraft. They're beautiful tools. Why aren't I using them? So yeah, so we want to bring it back until we have it look sort of like that, and I'm good with that. So right here, you can see that there is a doorway piece right here, because this is where we need the glass shop to fit into this piece. So what I'm going to do is, let's touch this way. Actually, no, let's touch this way. We're going to put in we need to put in a piece of switch packs, a piece of hallway first to connect the glass shop. So let's go to underwater base. Did I pass it at the top? Probably. Let's go back. No, I didn't. Yeah, I was surprised too. What happened was I actually had the same question that you did, where it was like, oh, why don't I see those specific buildings that they say exist? And Vincentius was saying that you had to add them. So, okay, infrastructure, corridors. Glass. We can use glass here. Let's get a glass segment. Let's X out. Let's do that one more time. Infrastructure, corridors, glass, segment. There we go. That's more like it. And now let's see where it is. And I'm looking at chat. Mr. Villager is asking, the colony have a school? And yeah, which colony would you like a small tour of? Which one would you like a tour of? Dun, 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 dun. There we go. So let's fit this into this space right here, because this is the piece that is going to match up to this piece right here. And this looks like, yeah, there we go. Okay. And let me see for a second. Let's come this way. So not that far. We want it over top of that purple sand. That's where we want that to connect. And those should match. Those should be in the right place. What am I looking at? What's weird about that? I must be using the concrete ones in this area. Look at the way that looks. Do I want a glass section in this part here? Yeah, see? I think so. I think so. Now I'm going to put it in as glass. It needs to come down one, and it needs to be right here like this, and it comes right perfect. Look at that. It comes right to that part. This is so fun the way these fit together. So yeah, Mr. Villager, tell me which one you want to see. Are you ready? This is actually going to flood. There we go. Okay. So now this part is connected to this, but I don't want that to flood. So I need this to stay like this for right now. And this is actually here. And there we go. So what happens here next is we're going to put the glass shop right here. So let us touch down. We're in the underwater base. Let's go to luxury. And there's the glass blower's hut, level 5. And then let's rise up here. So that, oops, too far. Way up too far. And let's look. This is huge. Look how big this is. Oh my gosh. Everything just disappeared. Let's come here and let's look. So there's the entrance right there. And I'm going to bring it up and bring it right over here for a minute so I can see. Nah, you see what I see? We're actually going to have to move this way out here. Okay, let me look and see. How many pieces is that? Oh yeah, no, that's where it's supposed to be. Yay! See there? We actually intended for it to be right here. And this is where, oops, this is where we need it to be. So let's bring the hallway down right to here. That looks like that's a match. That is a match. And so this is where the glass shop will be, right in this spot. So look at all these towers that it's going to be underneath and cut into. This is going to be pretty intense. And then around here, I believe, there's another hallway. Is it stone? No, look at this. This is going to be interesting. So there's going to be a hallway right here, right where this stone is. It looks like we're going to be able to turn this. But see this dirt underneath? See that? That's the reason why we have to build it in this area. Look how much is still coming out into this little area here, into this ravine. How much of that is still coming out? Hospital tour. You saw a bit, and this stayed really, but I really got to like to see the whole thing. How the glassblower's hut can be so much bigger only for housing 5 furnaces. Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. Isn't that huge? Look at that. Look how big that is. Holy good night. Goodness sakes. So yes, this is where we want it to be, and so that it doesn't leak when we set this in, I think we're going to have to put, is that gravel? That is gravel sitting right there like that. I think we're going to have to, oops, that made the whole thing fall. Let's use this gravel, but let's close this with purple so that we know that we closed this part right here. So can you see okay? Okay, good. Let's put a piece of purple there, and that way we can bring it right across. I think I just cued that away. I think I did. I absolutely did. I always do that. I hit Q instead of hitting W, hitting the WASD. I did. I cued that away. But we're going to put this right in the doorway so that water doesn't come in after we build this. So we've got that piece there and this piece here. Does it seem like we're too far away? It sure does. So let me stand in this hallway here, and let's bring this all the way right in this spot. Because what's going to happen is when I build this, it will leak in. The water will leak into that side because it's open. So we'll do that. Okay, and there we are. So, is everybody ready for this? Here we go. We're going to do something right now. So there's that tool. And we're going back to the level 2. And we are going to construct it. Are we ready? And there it is. And then let's make that. And there it is. Dun, 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 dun. And wow, look at this right here. So this rock, when this building is done, we'll see how much of this rock we can put back. Oops. And we've got water. So we're going to go in. This is one of the areas that we're talking about that we're going to need an airlock in this area, because there's no way to get in without going all the way back to this part right here. And we can use this emergency airlock right here. There we go. To come in. We're going around and we're going through that tunnel. And yeah, I'll show you, I can show you, do you want to see the way it looks now because mine is only at a level 3. If you want to see like the full thing, let me get a sponge. If you want to see the full build, I'll go up into the hills in a moment and we can look at the full build of that. There's one piece. We'll get that. Let me see who else is here. Hello, you. I see you. Right there. How's that? And finally, here it is. Is that actually coming in or is... Nah. There we go. All right. So, and there is that. Look at this beautiful glass place. It's gorgeous. I'm picking up stuff that didn't set. Oh, it's gravel. And some of the lanterns. That happens sometimes where the lanterns don't set, but that's okay. And oh, I love it. Look at this. Look at what it looks. Wait, I have to get these things to go away because look at what it looks like. Oh my gosh. This is gorgeous. This is absolutely gorgeous. So there is the glass, what would you call it? Like shovels or something, where they actually put the glass into the furnace. See the glass holders? See, there's glass in those furnaces. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. That is so perfect. Wow. Look at this view. They can actually see out here. That is just beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. So yes, so this is the glass blower's shop right here. And this is, we'll have either Janiyah or Malaya work on this. It looks like Malaya is, yep, Malaya is working on this right now. And see, you can see stuff going up. She's putting things in. She's putting that desk top right in there. And that looks really nice. That looks nice. And then it looks like she's changing, there it is. See the concrete going in instead of this stone. And that's beautiful. That's actually beautiful. So yeah, so that's this building. And even though this is gray here, we'll probably change it into blue so that we know which hallway this is, that this is their hallway. And as the place gets bigger, we're going to have to do that. You like the oven style? Wasn't that gorgeous? Let me go down here. I'll show you the hospital. There is a school. I haven't seen it yet, and I can show you that as well. So this is the intersection where on this side we have the level 3 guard tower. This is the one of the 2 types of guard towers that there are in underwater base, and this is the hospital right here. So this is the ER, this little area right here. So far, because this is only a level 3, and this is a little desk here where she works, Brooklyn, and some books. And then right here, this will ultimately lead to, does it yet? This will, oh, and here's supplies. Here's a little supply area. I believe this will ultimately lead to the submarine because there is an emergency, an actual emergency sub at level 5 for these. So this first room, oh look, it has a chair. Aww. Ooh. Each day in the hospital is a lost work day. Yes, that is true. But I would like to think that each day in the hospital is a day that you get better. So, but yeah, there is truth in what they said each day in the hospital. So this is the second, this is one of the rooms right here.
What is it?
And then this room. And ooh, look what it has. It has some sort of equipment. Now, the blender, the brewing stand in Chroma Hills is really weird looking. And so I usually take them out, but I can't take it out until after this is a level 5, or they'll just keep putting it back. So I will leave it until then. Is that upside down? Is that supposed to be? That's interesting. It is a trap door, and maybe that's the thing. They wanted it to open that way. And there's emergency something in there. So that is what it looks like right now. In the sign.
I can help you with that.
Yeah, I'm reading Mr. Villager in chat. He's saying he didn't see this in the sign. Yeah, and it's interesting too. There's some new technology that allows for having signs with writing that lights up on them. That's just a sign, and you can do that. You can make the writing light up on the signs, which is really cool, and I like it. So that's the hospital so far, but I'm going to go up for a minute, just for a second. Hello, who's that? Somebody's sick. I just saw somebody who's sick. I think it's Adriana. Yep. What's the matter? Adriana's going to the hospital. No, she's not. Wait, why aren't you? Where are you going? Where did you just go? That was weird. Maybe she's hungry. Maybe she just went upstairs to eat. I think that's what happened. And there's Neela, and she's a little perturbed that she can't get her work done because she needs some supplies, and that's what's going on with her. I think there she is. There she is. Oh, she was making. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh
Good
my
day to
goodness.
you.
Okay, do we have an epidemic? Does she have any medications? Oh, she's in emergency. Look, she got into the emergency bed, and one of the others is in this room. I'm sorry, Brooklyn, I got in your way. She'll go in and give her some medication.
What
Do
is
you
it?
have any medication on you?
Good day
You
to
don't
you.
have anything. Where is the medication? Oops. And let's look here. Let's see. I don't see anything. Ah, she does. She still has some medicines. So she's doing okay. She's going and getting the medicines and giving it to them. And she is treating the 2 patients that she has, which is what is going on there. Yeah. So, yeah, let's go up for just a second, and I'll show you the 2 things for the future. And since you asked to see a school, Underwater Base, yeah, I'm pretty sure they do have a school. Their university is pretty intense, and I am not sure at this point how I'm going to make that work. So that's why we did the arcology first. The courier's speed effect always works. Yeah, They don't care what happens. They're running, running, running. Yes, they are. All right, so let's touch this. Let's go to underwater base. Let's go to fundamentals for a minute. Let's go to the hospital for a second. Let's go to level 5. Let's rise this up for a moment. So, Mr. Villager, this is the level 5 hospital when it's completely done. You can see it on the outside. There's the submarine that isn't there yet. And right here you can see, oh, I see where it's going to be. There's going to be a doorway right next to the desk that's going to lead to the ambulance. And here's the ambulance right here, and you can see that they can they can drive the ship from right here. And this is the platform that goes out to connect to the ship. This little tunnel here is the emergency tunnel, and that looks really cool. So you can see that it's still these same hallways. I thought there was going to be something here, but let's see. Oh, it's an operating room. Whoa, look at this. It's actually an operation room. It's a room for operating. It's got blood stains on the floor. That is so scary. But that, I think, is supposed to be sort of like doctors' clothing and just things like that. Let's see if there's anything more in the supply room. There is not. And then these, the MRI room. Look at this. There's actually an MRI, an actual, wow. That is super cool. That is so neat. So then each of these rooms pretty much stays the way they are right now. I think the rooms are just normal in this area, and this is ER right here. So that is the level 5 completed with the submarine over on this side, and we will have that submarine, the emergency sub, the ambulance. We'll have that ambulance when it gets to the level 5. So the other thing you wanted to see, education. Let's see if I can find the school, level 5. Let's see what the school, wow. That looks pretty big. This is level 5. Ah, yes, I remember now. I'm looking at this. This is a school classroom, and it's meant to, I believe, fit onto the university or some other building, because it has this entrance right here. It has a little equipment shop right there, which is interesting. And then this is the teacher's desk, and the students are all sitting in this area. I like it a lot. So you can see those little colors. Those are actually for the students to sit on, and they will sit in the classroom. So yes, isn't it? It is so gorgeous. It absolutely is one of the most amazing builds. It definitely is. And so that's the school. Let me look at the university for a minute. So this is university placement. So there it is. So you can put this a piece in like this, and it shows you where to place everything. It shows you to place the university hut, and then it shows you to place the library hut. And then I believe this is where the school hut, yep. So they all fit together in a specific way. So let's look at the university for a minute. The university hut, level 5, looks like this. Ooh. Oh, look at that. Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh, look. Oh, that's so cool. It's a little playground outside of the school, I bet. Outside, it says library, be quiet. Oh, so the library connects right here, and you go through that door. And then this area, oh, this is gorgeous. This is absolutely gorgeous. And this says that there's a lecture hall over in this section here. And then this is only the first floor. There's a second floor. Oh, and look at this. So then there are these second classrooms. So here's a classroom here, studying science. This is biology over here. That makes sense. Nicely done. Look at that. Nicely done. Biology, geology right here. Oh, yeah, look at that. So they study here as well. And then, and let's see on this side, what is this right here? Oh, it's a closet. Look, it's a storage closet. Wow. And then up here, what's up here? This looks like they might actually have, they have a telescope. So this is definitely a telescope, and it is meant to look out onto that looks like a telescope to me. It definitely does. This is, yeah, look at this. Look, oh, that is pretty. That is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I love it. See, when you see this stuff, you go, I have to build this. Yes, isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? It is. Yeah, the school looked like the university. It did. It definitely does look like a piece of the university, which is really fine. And marvels of the world. There's a museum. Oh my gosh, look at that. Whoa. That is so cool. That is so cool. Yes, look at all these different things. So this is the hottest place I see. It's actually a museum. Oh, how neat. Look. It's a museum showing you like a museum of natural history. So it's showing you desert and desert buildings, including an oasis and a boat. That is cool. And then look, it's showing you the caverns in this area and forest and the end. Nice. Look at that. Oh, that is very nice. And then over here, of course, is the nether. Ah, you just have to build the whole thing. You really do. It is so amazing. It's so amazing. So this is, so the archaeology university that we have is sort of like the settlement university. It's the university until we build these others. Let's look at the library as one last thing. This is the library right here, level 5. So there it is. See this part here? This matches up to the school. So the school and the library are right here. University Museum? No, it says the museum is there. Oh, ooh, okay. I get it. That is different. Yeah, and there is how to survive on the surface. Ah, and there's classrooms. Oh, Mr. Villager, do you know what that means? You can add those school classrooms and make it look like they're lecture halls. Wouldn't that be cool? That absolutely would. So this is supposed to connect right where that museum is and in the university. And so these two areas would be together. This is gorgeous. This is absolutely gorgeous. Return your books here. I love it. Oh, I can't wait. This is going to be so fun. It's going to be so fun to put those in. So yes, so that was for Mr. Villager in chat. He wanted to see some of those pieces. Oh, I will show you the crimson for a second. I'll show you some of the crimson pieces. So we did the Covenstead. Let's switch packs. This is corrupted. High magic. Crimson Keep is like Byzantine. They are Byzantine and Crimson Keep are like Fortress. They are super, super complex. I think Underwater Base is really complex, but it's easy sort of to see how it works out. Whereas with Crimson Keep, it's like, wow. So what happens, and let me see if I can figure out, there's infrastructure, and infrastructure doesn't have anything. And this is the pond and the sewer. And sewer has connectors and farms and farm, which is growing shroom farms. But everything else in Crimson Keep is located in the keep. So you have connectors, you have the wall and the roof, and then you have under huts, you have everything. So the residence that we built that we're calling the Covenstead, this residence here, level 5, this is what it actually looks like when it's not built into stone. All of the Crimson Keep buildings are these beautiful squares that all fit together in some kind of way. And this is what the floor in that hallway looked like. We changed the floor in the hallway to match our area, to match the area that we wanted. And the town hall in here, let's get the hut block for the town hall just as an example. Let's see if I can find it. Oops, go away, go away. Okay, let's come back here. And there it is. So the town hall is monstrous. So there it is. I'm going to rise it up so that there's no interference. And when it's level 5, it looks like this. So this is the building that it is. And it looks like it could be buried in the ground, or it looks like it could actually be on the ground in some huge stone keep, which is, I'm sure, the way they had intended it. But this is it. This is the town hall, actually, right here around this lava piece right here. And let me see if I can find the stairs up that go upstairs. I don't see any stairs yet. I actually don't see any stairs at all. Is there another doorway here? That is most interesting. Let's look in here and let's see. Well, there's something, because here's the town hall piece. Whoa, look at this. Whoa, that is actually a throne room. Wow. Well, that's quite a throne. This is the level 5 now, so this is the throne room. And there's the entrances. I didn't recognize them. Ah, I see. They're above. Yeah, on this side. So that's how you get to it. On that side, on this side, there's an entrance. And on this side, there's the big entrance right here. But you can't reach that upstairs from this area. This is almost like a temple. Like the people come here, you know, and this is some sort of altar piece or something. It's pretty intense. It's pretty intense. So that's just a couple pieces from the keep and what it looks like, and it's massive and gorgeous. It's massive and gorgeous. And yeah, so so that's one of the things, that's one of the reasons that it'll be a while for some of those things to happen. And let's go down here and let's continue for just a moment. We can go and see. Let's come here for a second and see if everything's going okay. Let's look here. And Malaya is working on the smeltery and Janiyah is working on the smeltery. So they're both working on smelteries right now. Nope. And we're going to head over to where they are for a minute, because I'm going to start working on some things myself. So one of the things that we can work on are the stairwells, for example. And the other thing is that we actually need to think about some more housing. So we have housing down these stairs that come all the way down here and come out, and there are people who are housed down here. And we can put in other housing in this area. These are, this is a dorm right here for the time being. When the time comes, I think I want to put in some houses in this section right here. If I look at the map, I'm facing this wall and I can see that there's actually water pretty close on the other side of this wall. So depending on what we want to do, well, it's not that close. Not that close at all. So depending on what we want to do, we'll see what kind of other housing we're going to put in. But we haven't done that yet. We're still working on some of these walkways and some pieces. Dun, 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 dun. Malaya finished. Yay! So Malaya finished working on the ores smeltery, and that means that it's now a level 3. And so that's where we're going to stop with the smeltery. There's Russell.
I could help you with that.
We're going to wait until other buildings are up before we do anything else with that. Yeah, this is one of those areas that I think I'm actually going to change in this section right here and actually have it look like this. Right here, there really isn't anything to look at right here in this part, and that's why I want to trade this out and have this come straight across like that, and that works. We could trade that, but I may do that later. I just saw that there right now. We have a bunch of places like that that we're going to, that there's nothing there. In this area, we're actually, no, not this one. And, ooh, that was interesting. I just was lost for a second. In this area right here, we're going to put in an actual garden in that part. So let's see what she did. So this is a level 3 of the ores smeltery. And down here, Kimberly's down here this time. And there are the ovens, and there's ores. There's coppers. This is Chroma Hills resource pack. So this is what raw copper looks like, and raw iron, and gold ore. So these raws are new as of 19, Chroma Hills 19, and I really love some of these. And then these are blocks of gold and iron in that section, and Kimberly's going to come up with me. Okay, and so this part is ready for someone to work. And then up here, Janiyah was working on this. I don't think she's done. Nope, she's not done yet. So she's still working on this section. And this is where we put in that extra. We didn't put it in there. We should have. Shame on us. Okay, so I think I'm going to have to put one in there too. But I did put one here specifically so that I could put stair in. Whoops. I opened that up. Prismarine brick. Let's put that there. Specifically so I can put stair in here. Concrete, and let's get a white and the gray, the light gray, and let's put that and there, and the gray in the middle right there, and that'll make a better piece right there. And then we forgot this piece right here, so we'll do something about it too. It just makes it too claustrophobic, just how much or how little there is there. And I would like it to be like that, but that would mean putting something on top of this outside. Oops. Oh, there is something there. Okay, close that. And let's put this in. Yay, okay, maybe it won't leak. We'll see in a minute. And let's put that in, and let's see if this leaks. It might not. Yay, okay, yep, it's leaking. Okay, so we'll go out and fix it. And so let's have Malaya, since she's done. Let's have her work on the glass shop and bring it up to a level 3. So the build options is Malaya upgrade. And yeah, you have a nice idea for the blackboard. How the underwater barracks and the towers looks alike. Yeah, the underwater barracks and the hospital. Yeah, they kind of look the same. They do. Oh, no, the barracks. Ah, and the towers. What do they look like? Oh, I'll show you. I'll show you what they look like. Yeah, let me find. That's leaking because it's gonna until she fixes it. But this, and that's leaking because it's gonna. But this one right here is the one that I have to find. So let me go out. let's go out right quick, and I'll show you what the barracks and the towers look like. So here we go. Let's come here and let's close that off. And yeah, we have plenty of time. So let's head over to this section and let's see if I can recognize where that was leaking. No, not here. It's over here. And here it is, as a matter of fact. See that right there where those are? This needs to be a full block right here. So let's trade that. And then let's take this off right here and put on, oh, interesting. Let's put that in that. And let's put that right there. I actually kind of like that. Doing that, like, I like that. So that should be enough to keep it from leaking. And here, let's put a full block right here. Can I get that? Thank you. There we go. All right. So that takes care of those. I suppose I could put one here so that it's not such a immediate strange drop right there. So we'll just put those together right in that section. And I'm good with this right at the moment. I probably could keep this whole thing up right here, but we'll leave it for right now while this is being worked on. And she's going to start working on this. The first thing that she's going to do, Malaya, is order all the materials that she needs. And that is going to help. That's going to make all the plans and do all of that. So we're going all the way up this rock. And how to do the underwater barracks and the guard towers. So we have one guard tower, underwater guard tower so far. And that tower, let's switch. Let's look. And I might come back and look at the archaeology one. We have four guard positions right now. So there we go. Select. And let's go to the military. And the barracks towers look like this. Yep. That's it. That's the barrack tower right there. Isn't that cool? That means that in the underwater base, you can put a barracks anywhere. Level 5, and that's a level 5 barracks right there. You can put that block in any building, and you have a guard stationed in that area. And that is super cool. So let's go back to military for a minute, and let's look at the barracks period for a second. Level 5. And I'm going to come out. Oh, do you see what I see, Mr. Villager? Do you see what I see? I know that's a submarine. I know it's a sub. Oh my gosh, look at it. It's gorgeous. Look at that submarine. Wow. Look, you can go in it. Look at this. Look, it's got a walkway. It's got a walkway and a door, a double door. Wow. This is inside the sub. Is that freaking cool? Look, there's actual beds and everything. Holy good night. This is stunning. This is amazing. And then look, I think this is where you go up to steer. I think, oh no, it's the way out. It's one of the submarine. You know how the submarine has that thing that you can go out through? Unreal. This is amazing. So this door goes back through here, and this right here goes into the barracks. And look at this. So there are computers for them to work on. Aha, look, it's actually gated. And then in this section over here, what do we have? Moored door unsealed. Ah, and this is the barracks part. So this is where they actually all sleep, in this area. And you can have that whole set of them that sleep here. And I think you can have them sleep on the sub. That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? So then up here, is a place where they can sit and eat and all of that. I like that a lot. So this is the barracks. Now, that's the reason why the barracks towers are the way they are, because I think you would just be adding. See how there's two there? And you would just be adding them to this location. You'd be adding more towers if you wanted more guards. Wow, that's wild. That was a gun on the roof, of this. Oh, thank you. I missed it. Look at that. Whoa. Thank you. I actually missed that. And these are the solar panels, those pieces there. But whoa. That is cool. But the submarine is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So there's how you get out. And there is the back where the engine is. And then we were inside. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. That is just so crazy. It's gorgeous. It is so gorgeous. Yeah. So that is the barracks, actually. Wait, let me come here. That's the barracks. And let me look for a second at the Combat Academy. Let's see what the Combat Academy looks like. And it has beds as well. So the students are staying in this area, and they have places where they practice. Whoops, that looks like, I think that's supposed to be on something. That looks like something. But, ooh, and there's training. And don't forget, no nightsticks on citizens. Oh my God. Okay. Seat forbidden to recruits. And these are apparently some sort of practice that they're doing. Nice job. Look at this. Look at that. That is beautiful looking. So does it have, and there's another gun turret on here. And so you could set these two together, the academy and the barracks, and you'd have these different sets of turrets in different directions. And the AC, oh, never mind. And the, what did you see? Let's see. And there's a simulation. Ooh, nice. Look at that. That's pretty. They have screens here that are supposed to be where they practice. And that is really cool. That is definitely cool. We need you. That's supposed to be some sort of like a poster to get people to join. Uh-huh. All right, so that's the actual academy. And I can't, I guess that they could justify an archery school. Let's see what the archery school actually looks like for them. So this is a level 5. Oh, nicely done. Very nice. Look at that. So it actually is a beautiful school. And there's the bunks. And look at the climbing wall. Look at that. Oh, this is actually really amazing. Goodness sakes. Wow. And then they have a bunk here for the school students, and they have chairs sitting right here. But that climbing wall is nice. And then, of course, the archery stations with bows. And I love it. Look at this, the way they have some of them brought forward, like they're looking at their firing. That is cool. This is Chroma Hills bullseyes. That's what they look like on Chroma Hills, the texture pack. And then they have packaging right there. Oh my gosh. That is so cool. That is just so cool. And then last of all, let's see. So that's Archery Combat Academy. And the barracks tower is those. So that's how you add to the barracks with those. But let's go back. Let's look at guard towers for a minute. And we have 2 different types of guard towers for guard towers. The guard tower, whoops, right here. This is the first one, level 5, and I'm not making this tower here. This is the one that's really cool. As you can see, it can be underwater or above water. So it can have this whole place that's underwater here, and then you can climb up the stairs and you actually have an outside view. So this would be sticking up out of the water if you wanted to. And that's kind of cool. Or you can put the whole thing underneath. And then the other one is the fully submerged one, which is what we're making. And ours is only at a level 3 right now. But when it's done, it's going to look like this. Look at that. That is going to be so amazing. And I'm looking forward to when this is completed. And Mr. Villager says, wait, you have been showing the library. You were out? Oh, when I showed the library? Okay, I'll go back and show it for a minute. Hold on for a sec. So so that's the guard towers right there. Let's go to education again. And so what I'm going to do is show this part right here first. This is the university placement piece, and you can put this down first, and this will help you get everything in the right order. So these connect to the actual other structures, those 2 openings. But this right here shows where you can place the library. And when you place it, see where the university is? So you know that part of the library that's up against the part of the university that shows the museum, they would be here together in that area right there. And then the school is, the hut block for the school is right here. So you can put all of them in this. It sort of gives you an idea how they all fit. So the library piece looks like this, level 5, and we'll come down into it. So this is the outside of the library right here, and it has this wall that is supposed to connect to another building area. That's going to be really interesting. Oh, to the museum, yes, in the university. So this is what the library looks like for the university, for the yeah, it's the library. So this library, I like that return your books. That is such a good use of that block. And then the all of the book cases. Chroma Hills, not Chroma Hills, Domum Ornamentum apparently has it so you can have a half shelf, which is how they're getting some of these to be sitting differently. And that is actually really cool. Good for them for using it, because that looks really nice like that. And then this is says course, but there's nothing here, so that means it connects to one of the others. How you expected it? Yeah. Yeah, I love the way that looks. And I like the ladders to go up to the high bookshelves. Are really nice. And they do a good job with really decorating. So this is Mexasa and Matlam. And you've been here, Mr. Villager, when Mexasa was in chat, and that person is one of the two people responsible for this amazing build. And they're very nice. And it's been very fun being able to actually talk to the stylist directly and comment on and compliment them on what a cool design this is. All right, so that was we were doing tours for Mr. Villager, and that was really fun. So thank you. So we're going back down into our little, oh, there was one thing that I did want to see though. I wanted to see, there was something in arcology that I wanted to see, but now I forgot. Maybe I'll wait and do that another time. So you think you have inspiration for for an entire life? Seriously. It really is. It takes a long time to sort of like get these complex cities done, especially the way I'm doing it, where I'm only doing it a little at a time. And I appreciate all the people who are watching this slow progress. But I'm really having fun doing it, and I recommend you do your own. I recommend that you do. Oh, Kiyoshi, you have to go up to bed sometime. Kiyoshi spends all her time on the computer, and then she sacks out on the couch. So she's one of the researchers. Remember, Kiyoshi was doing, she was cooking for the settlers, but then we got an actual cook, Arya, who actually is a chef, And so Kiyoshi went back to research because she's actually a scientist. So she's one of the first four, Kiyoshi is. And so she is now happily ensconced in the university and working with Jamina on things, or Jamina, I think. I still don't know for sure. So yes, at the university right here. So the next thing that we actually need to do is the people don't know what they are losing. You want to say a thing? Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Mr. Villager. Yeah, no. It was very fun, and thank you. Thank you for wanting to see. And yeah, that was fun. The next thing that's going to happen is we realize that in order to protect the minor, we need some research that can only be done when there is a Fletcher. And a Fletcher can only be done when there's a carpenter. So the next time we're here, we're actually going to do a carpenter and a Fletcher. And the question is, where are we going to put them? Where? So yes, so that's going to be something to look out for. But right now, thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I really enjoyed it. Mr. Villager, thank you for being in chat. It was so fun. It's so fun. And we'll be back. And enjoy your games. And enjoy watching all the other gamers. And I will see you soon. I'm going to put on music and we'll say bye for now. Bye for now. Bye for now.